Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this video I'm gonna show you guys again some very incredible interesting stuff. Let's start off with Meltology. So Meltology is effectively the study of ancient structures and civilizations which got literally melted to the ground. Now, this is evident in quite many structures in the world, and we have lots of different evidences of pyramids, mountains, even cities, even in Africa, for example. This is just one example of quite clear and cut obvious melting of particular buildings and castles that was then solidified. And this just goes to show that there's something quite suspicious happening here. As this particular piece of information tells us, this, guys, is very concerning. What we call the oceans, the trees, and most of nature is of the New World and a direct result of the Old World, and covers nearly all of the recent past civilizations today. We live in a post-apocalyptic realm, and that's exactly what this topic about Meltology is, a study of effectively the lost and forgotten and erased civilizations of the past. If you check my previous video where I showed you guys like how the Freemasons pose in the fire videos of like the 19th century, and it's just so damn suspicious, isn't it? Now this photo here, guys, is quite an interesting one as well, because we see that the ancient Sumerian Stargates are very similar to the Masonic Royal Ark, as in they're almost pretty much the same thing, almost as if the Freemasons know something that we as humans don't know. That's quite suspicious. Now, looking at the resonators and amplificators of the energy waves. Now, this was really important back in the day in the cathedrals, because this is how they would actually increase the frequencies and the electromagnetic field by enabling the bouncing of sounds and waves of these very specially crafted ceilings. That's why these old buildings have this design. They were made to effectively be a way to resonate the energy and the waves and this vibration with the bells of the buildings to enable what? Good vibrations for the human body. This is crazy, but this is the truth. Now, I really wanted to show you guys this particular picture because it just showcases the brutality of our history. And that's right, we have phone technology, TV technology, car technology, and then space technology. The only technology which went backwards is the space technology, as NASA was interviewed a few years back in 2019, and Don Petit, an astronaut, he said it with his own mouth. We can't go back to the moon, we don't have the technology anymore, we destroyed it, and it's really painful to build it back. I mean, come on, how the hell do people even believe that pile of trash? When cars, smartphones and TVs have evolved in a crazy way. If you compare a TV now with a TV from the 60s, for example, literally people from the 60s will think this is like an alien TV, like brought on Earth by an alien race or something. And it's true, that's how different they are. It's just quite shocking. Now this photo here, guys, it's really good because it shows effectively the old towers and how they were actually organized. We have the antenna, the mercury cell, the harmonizer, the frequency harmonizer, so it kind of like adjusts the frequency, and the energy storage room. These effectively buildings were made to capture the energy with red mercury and then distribute it in the city. Quite shocking, but quite true. Yoda was a character which was mentioned in Christian writings back in the day, so the same type of character with these pointy ears and green face and everything was actually mentioned in religious texts, which is quite interesting. So George Lucas got inspired by old religious texts. That's quite shocking, isn't it? Anyway, this is just more like a, FYI kind of trivia thing. Moving on to the next one, guys. This is how we can see how a society has went backwards. These are the buildings and art and the designs of the 18th, 17th century. And then we have the design of the 21st century. Do you see how ugly this is? It's just completely trash, okay? So now you can tell that right now, we are going backwards. We are not moving forward as a civilization. Now, looking back at my previous video about the harmonization of the waves and the frequencies, this is what I'm talking about. All the cathedrals and stuff from the past were actually places of energy where they would distribute the energy and create a resonance, and of course use that to distribute that energy across different people in the past. This was not a place for people to attend the mass. No. These were places to actually generate energy and healing effects on the population, guys. This is the truth, believe it or not. Now, this one is from a museum in Russia. This person has found literally a 1/2 meter long shoe. That's how big the giant was who wore this particular shoe in Russia, Tartaria. So guys, quite impressive. We all know that the past is hiding many secrets, and this is just one example of the things they are hiding from us. Now, the bells. The bells is a very controversial topic because during the Second World War, we are told that the armies have taken the bells and melted them to create guns because they were running out of ammunition. Now, this is completely false. The reason why they would take the bells is because the bells had very particular healing effects, and because of the vibration of the bells, they did not want people to use them in the modern world. This is the reason why they removed the bells, and now there are not that many left. In some Asian countries, for example, and Tibet, to give you one example, they use different bells and different frequencies for different healing purposes. So that knowledge is still available in some parts in Asia. Look at this one, guys. This one is a water tower, 1905 and 2023. This is why I'm saying that we are effectively moving backwards. We are not moving forward. Why is a water tower from literally 100 years ago looking better and more interesting and more modern and more pleasant than a water tower in today's age, which all of them are super ugly? Why is this constant brutalism design taking place? Why are they doing this to our society? Very simple, because by killing art, you are killing people's spiritual power. It's all connected, guys. Now, there's another controversial topic which I know that many people don't want to talk about because they're just afraid of recognizing the truth, and that is the balancing stones. There's tons of balancing stones out there which is clear that they were made by what? By giants. They were not made by humans. Normal human beings cannot do this. This, for example, is in Zimbabwe, in Africa, okay? Look at this. Like, who on earth would actually spend time and do this kind of stuff? Nobody. Like, nobody would go there with like I don't know, like machinery to just do this. They're just impossible. So effectively, giants of the past literally picked the stones and played with them. I mean, look at this one as well in Africa. I mean, it's quite obvious that it was placed there by a particular giant. And this is the example, and this is a really important sentence. How did our primitive ancestors move these giant stones that serve no practical purpose? Is the size of the rock relative to the hand that placed it? I mean, to be honest, from my point of view, yes, I agree. The size of the rock is relative to the hand that placed it, which means that the hand that placed this rock must be absolutely gigantic. We are looking at potentially a 50-meter giant, most likely, guys. Incredible. This is a postcard from Russia from the 19th century. Do you see something interesting? I see a pyramid. Actually, there's two pyramids, one here and one here. Two pyramids in a postcard from Russia. Russia doesn't have pyramids, so why do they have pyramids posted there in the postcard? Again, very interesting. Almost as if these pyramids existed back in the 19th century, but then they got erased, they got destroyed, they got eliminated from the history. Alright, another one, guys. This one is a very important topic. And why is that? Look. Hi, I'm Antarctica. I'm a massive continent, bigger than Europe, bigger than the United States of America and Mexico combined. Yet most world maps don't include me at all, or just very little on the bottom. Also, I'm the only place on Earth forbidden for civilians. Haven't you ever wondered why? And this is the question. Why are they doing this to us? Why are they hiding Antarctica? My answer is very simple, because over there either is the edge of the world where it leads up to a different kind of like I would say plane of existence, or there's lots of interesting bases, alien technology, ancient civilization, pre-Adamites. I mean, it could be so many things in there, guys, which of course they're trying to hide from the population. Right, this one is a very good one because it just showcases the stupidity of our population right now. If you still believe we landed on the moon after seeing this, these are high detailed photos of the materials used for the lunar module. As you can see here is literally paper, aluminum, tin foil, like it's just almost like falling apart. Like literally if a strong wind comes of maybe just 20 kilometers, 30 kilometers per hour, it will just destroy this piece of crap immediately. And remember, they made a phone call to the moon, yeah, real time. Now, guess what? If you believe that in this still, I don't know how to save you. And it's true. I mean, show this to one of your friends, just show them this picture and ask them, do you still believe in this? If you still believe in this, I'm very sorry, but that means that you prefer to live in a lie rather than waking up because you feel more comfortable in your particular lie. And it's very simple how we erase the past. We erase the past by simply burning the books. Burning books has always been known as a method and strategy for effectively eliminating the cultures of the past, and this is why now we have fake history, because the true history of the past, which was written and recorded of the last 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th century, has been burned to pieces, and then they tell us their new story, which could be completely different from what we actually know. Same problem happened with the bells, completely different story, but of course they don't want to tell us. Now moving on to more stuff, guys. Look at this one again. Lots and lots of bells completely removed and destroyed because they were a menace to people's positive health. That's the problem, right? And to end off this video, another very controversial topic, the unicorn. Many people say that unicorn is just a creature of fantasy, never existed, yada yada yada. But let me tell you one thing, why is the unicorn present in so many arts, some in maps, in literature, in designs, in coins, in shields? The unicorn is present everywhere. That's a coincidence? I mean, is that just a coincidence? No, that's because maybe and most likely unicorns actually existed, but they were driven to extinction because of their horn, which was of course very, very valuable. But guys, that's it for today's video. As always, make sure to subscribe to the channel, press that notification button because it does support the channel, guys, absolutely massively a lot. And as always, see you later in the next videos. And remember, we are a civilization which is literally built on a post-apocalyptic world, which is literally right now underneath us. Believe it or not, that's the truth. Guys, that's it for today's video. As always, I shall see you later in the next one.